In this class, we'll discuss the second question, that is relating to trademark. What are trademark rights? How are they acquired? So, the trademark right arise automatically as a result of using a mark on the goods or services. Registration is not mandatory. However, without obtaining registration of the mark, the owner's rights are limited to the geographic area in which the mark has actually been used. Two or more parties can simultaneously use the same mark for the same goods or services in different parts of the country without infringing each other's right. The major benefits of registration are owner has nationwide priority rights to use the trademark, and secondly, it prevents anyone else in the region or country from using the mark for similar goods and services. Also, owner is legally protected, having a considerable advantage in any contest over trademark rights. So, for obtaining registration of a mark, it must be used on the goods or services, followed by filing an application to reserve the right to use a particular mark by stating in the application that one has a bona fide intention to use the mark. The term of a trademark registration in India is 10 years with the renewal thereafter. However, between the fifth and sixth year of the initial term, the registrant must file an affidavit with the trademark office stating that the mark has been in continuous use. The registration is cancelled if no affidavit is filed. And now we'll go to the second part of the question, how are they acquired? So, the very acquiring the trademark by way of use or by registration and by purchase. So, the property in trademark is always associated with the specified goods and services. The owner does not have exclusive rights to use if it for any other products for which it is not registered with the trademark authorities. An enterprise can acquire the trademarks by way of use. So, by using the trademark for a particular goods or services over a period of time, resulting into distinctiveness of its identity associated with that product or service, user acquires property in it, and by registering the trademark with the trademark authority under the Trademark Act, 1999 and regarding purchase by outright buying a trademark or by obtaining a license to use the mark against the payment of royalty. So property in trademarks gives the owner the right to use it to earn profits, goodwill, and to encash goodwill and reputation. It gives the owner by registering the particular trademark under the Trademark Act 1999. So it provides the property right by to sell it or to assign it to earn a one-time profit, so also license it to raise revenue and also franchise it as regards the registered trademark, even if not being used, the registered proprietor has legal protection for the property in the trademark since the statutes gives him the right to assign. In fact, registration does not create a trademark and it only records the facts affecting the right to the mark. In case of unregistered trademark, the right to property in trademark can be acquired by use and not dependent on the length of its use, which may be 1 week or a year to acquire a status of distinctiveness for non-distinctive trademark. The property is established by providing evidence that the mark has, as a result of sufficient use, become distinctive. However, if for a property in a proposed mark, it is subject to rights of any third party. In today's competitive market, property in trademarks is a very important aspect of business and steps must be taken not only to build property in brands but also to ensure that the same is brought into their books. For example, the Coke brand is one of the best recognized in the world, but its true value is not on their books simply because the accounting profession does not categorize advertisement expenses as an asset. Hence, the brand is not given in the company's balance sheet. So, in regard to this question, what are trademarks, right? The first part of the question, we found that the very registration of a trademark under the Trademark Act 1919, the very person or the industry or the company registered got the priority rights to use the trademark. So the very registration prevents anyone from using the mark for similar goods or services. So also the rights of the registered trademark owner is legally protected, and how they acquire the trademark. So, in regarding the second part of the question, they acquire the trademark by way of use and also by way of registration and also by way of purchase. So, the very property in trademark by registering it under the Trademarks Act 1999, it gives the owner the right to earn profits and to encash goodwill and reputation in the business world and also in the market. It also provides the owner one time profit. So also it would help to raise revenues, and lastly it also provides that the very owner of the trademark have the right to franchise the very product, whether it is the goods or services, to anyone. So these are the appropriate answer to this question: what are trademark rights and how are they acquired? So, in our upcoming video, we will discuss question number 3, and that is relating to discuss the different types of portable marks, and that is also in regards to trademark.